Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, everyone. This is auth-scroteau-auth, reporter for MassLive, here outside of Worcester Superior Court, where Joshua Hubert was just arraigned. For people who aren't familiar with this case, Joshua Hubert is a Worcester guy. He was accused in August of taking a 7-year-old girl from a Worcester home, kidnapping her, taking her in his car for about more than an hour, driving around the city of Worcester, and then going to the bridge over Lake Quinsigamond on 290. Everyone familiar with Worcester, Shrewsbury knows is the 290 bridge that crosses Lake Quinsigamond. There's houses to both sides. There's water below the bridge. Authorities say Joshua Hubert took the 7-year-old girl and threw her off the bridge around sometime around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning on August 27th. That little girl actually was able to swim to shore, find a house in Shrewsbury on the shoreline. There was a light on the porch, and went and got help from a woman there. Now, for the first time, we're learning that she went in the house, talked to this woman, and she said her friend Josh was the one who threw her off the bridge. That was revealed today in Worcester Superior Court, where Joshua Hubert was arraigned on multiple charges, 2 of them being attempted murder in this case. Again, Joshua Hubert was brought to Worcester Superior Court today for his arraignment in this case. He pled not guilty. He's being currently held on $50,000 cash bail as this case continues on. Anytime someone is brought into Superior Court, it's just a change. He was originally charged in District Court. He was then indicted last week, now brought to Superior Court. It starts the court process all over again, but it does mean that a case could go to trial or some kind of plea deal could be reached. It just ups the charges. It brings it to the higher court. It's more of a procedural thing at this point. But again, so Josh Hubert was again accused of grabbing a 7-year-old girl, family friend. She was sleeping in a chair at her grandparents' house that morning, and he's accused of grabbing her, driving her around. He's accused of pulling over while he's driving around and choking her. A prosecutor today in court said that she had injuries consistent with being choked. They noticed that after she had been found. But again, the new revelation today is that she told this woman who came to her aid that Josh did this to me. Another interesting aspect that came out today by the defense attorney for Hubert was they discussed DNA evidence that was found on the child. Hubert voluntarily gave a DNA sample to police. That DNA evidence that was found on the child did not match Hubert's DNA. That's something that the defense lawyer pointed out today in court. Again, Hubert says he didn't do this. He said it's not him. His defense attorney said some of the video surveillance showing Hubert driving around the area isn't great. The defense attorney questioned some of the identifications made by witnesses. There's a witness who told authorities that they saw someone throw something off a bridge and then identify Hubert. That identification is being called into question by the defense. He called it, scant at best. He said his client, had a good job. He was working at the Faith School in Southborough when this incident occurred. He was since suspended from that job after this happened. Again, this is auth-scroteau-auth from MassLive outside of Worcester Superior Court, where Joshua Hubert was just arraigned. He was accused of kidnapping a 7-year-old girl from a home in Worcester, her grandparents' home in Worcester, driving her around for more than an hour, and then throwing her off the bridge over Lake Quinsigamond on 290. The girl was able to swim for help and get to shore and get the help that she needed. Prosecutors today said that the surveillance tape showed Hubert stopping at a Southbridge Street, Worcester location, buying blunts, and then checking the trunk of his car. You can only guess what they're insinuating, that he might have been checking something in his trunk, but that's not clear. No more information was given by the prosecutor. The prosecutor did say that after this occurred, so this is October 27th, and there were, police were investigating it. Hubert is seen at a Millbury Street in Worcester, car wash shop area, vacuuming his car and throwing out trash. That was an interesting revelation that was given today. But again, they didn't insinuate anything. They didn't say anything further. But they said he was caught cleaning out his vehicle, the vehicle they say he used to drive the 7-year-old girl around. The other interesting point that was made today was they said that Josh Hubert was at this house on Forestdale Road in Worcester where this girl was taken. He was friends with the family. In fact, they were longtime friends, 20-year plus is what we were told today. So it was very clear that they knew each other. The prosecutor, Courtney Sands, also said today that this young girl that Joshua Hubert's accused of kidnapping knew him. In fact, that's the revelation that was given today, is that this girl was thrown off the bridge, swam for help, and instantly told this woman who helped her that her friend Josh did this to her. So at this point in time, Joshua Hubert is being held on $50,000 cash bail. His case is continued till next month, and the proceedings will continue probably for a little bit. Sometimes there'll be motions, there'll be a few other things. I don't expect this case to turn around anytime soon. The case will still be continuing. This is Scott Croteau for MassLive. Thank you.